My God, you are good, you are good, you are good. My God, you are good. Imarama. My God, you are good, you are good, you are good. My God, you are good. Imarama. My God, you are good, you are good, you are good. My God, you are good. Imarama. My God, you are good, you are good, you are good. My God, you are good. Imarama. What will I give you to show appreciation for all you have done for me? Imarama. No one can bless me like you bless me. I love you, Daddy. Imarama. You carry my matter for your head, you. When I call, you answer me. Imarama. My God, you are good, you are good, you are good. My God, you are good. Imarama. My God, you are good, you are good, you are good. My God, you are good. Imarama.
God, you are so good. Because of my ancestors, you are so good. I remember many years ago when I newly came back to my roots. Nobody believed that I would go this far. But today, I'm on top. Today, because of my ancestors, you are using me mightily. You are using the temple mightily. God of my ancestors, you are so good. I hail thee.
My God, you are good, you are good, you are good. My God, you are good. Imarama.
And good morning, viewers all over the world. Egwu nụrụ kịta bụ egwu si na ngalaba na-afụ gbasara mgbasa ozi ọdịnala Igbo n'Ugochi Ọdịnala Temple a na-akpọ Nkwa Group led by me. We have all the rights. Ọ bụrụ na ị like nya bụ egwu, jee na audio mark, the iTunes and rest of them, chọọ nya bụ egwu ma download wee. For some of you that are seeing me for the first time, kpọọ m Ogbuefi Eze-Ana Ugochi tubelu n'Oraifite ma ọ bụ kpọọ m Akachugo. Abụ m onye isi nchụaja n'Ugochi Ọdịnala Temple. Anyị na-agba afa miri emi rụkwazi ọrụ mmụọ dị iche iche. Abụkwazi m onye isi nchụaja na ọdịnala Restoration Evangelical Mission, bụrụkwa onye mgbasa ozi ọdịnala Igbo. So you can call me a priest or ọdịnala evangelist, I will answer. My mission is to help people live better life. N'ụbọchị taa n'oge awa nke isiokwu anyị ji bịa bụ conviction and power of consistency. Conviction and power of consistency. If you pay attention in today's lecture, believe in me, you will learn a lot that will change your life. I keep saying it, that what you don't know remains a mystery to you and not to all. And I keep saying again, that you should learn and seek for knowledge. That if you are knowledgeable, a borrow master. If you lack knowledge, you remain a slave. By the power of this word we are going to hear today, you will be regretted. A ga-eme ka unu dị ọcha site n'okwu nke unu ga-anụ today. Maka na faith and conviction comes from hearing. So pay attention. What you have to do is simple. Share the link. Invite your friends and well-wishers. Kano from the horse's mouth. Ta. I get tiwa ko even super. Important announcement. We are seeing the month of March. Our group ritual for the month of March is still ongoing. Group rituals for upliftment, breakthrough, and liberation. We started these group rituals over 3 years now. Believe in me, we have massive testimonies. But as you all know, in the temple, I had show you all on social media. We don't share testimonies, even in social media or even in Eze-Ana TV. You know why? It's not necessary. It's not why we're here. But I can tell you, there is power in group rituals. This show to go in the temple, Chuaja, go for Kubiokunis in the Nesuela all over the world. Friends of the temple, children of the temple, and members of Eze-Ana Restoration Evangelical Mission, and our fans all over the world. Abru ni ikwenye ị ga-eketa oke na aja a na-achụ ụbọchị taa a ga-esi na ya wee tụọ ọtụtụ ndị mmadụ n'abụ. Trust me, everything is in your hands. If you need massive turnaround of what's happening in your life right now, you are in charge. Everything is in your hands. To turn around everything is in your hands, not in any other person's hands. So, about the issue in Eze-Ana actually, we get able. If I want 3 prayer requests, I get them out and actually and I go for this throughout the month. Then they make token donation to the account number. A chat am na WhatsApp, I want got that details I need it from you in order to book you. I got to go that jar, we roll the last day of the month. I go the horn nearly. Yeah, man, Sarah can. Then Jene ben chuaja na akpọ kalete je chuaja ihe mme n'aha mmadụ dum. Gbagota na temple chuaja to entities of powers n'aha mmadụ dum. Jene ben chuaja gbuo ebu wee saraka. Etu aka isi emechie every month. And the source on this way na ya baja ga-enweta nchịkọta video na their WhatsApp numbers only. You cannot see it in anywhere in social media. Maka na ya dị eme ya. So ọ bụrụ na ị dị interested ma ọ bụ na o nwere ajụjụ inwe na nkụzi ya nọ taa. Chat me on these numbers. I'm going to post your number in the screen for this number again. My WhatsApp number is 0805 78 672. I repeat 0805 78 672 or 0813 8243 871. Now you're on the screen, you have number now. Yeah, that is number. Now let's proceed. Like I told you before, the topic of today is conviction and the power of consistency. Let me tell you, to turn around what is happening in your life right now lies squarely in your hands. Believe in me. That is why the conviction is very important. Conviction is more than faith. What is faith? I remember buying the Rojo Kobia. Haga Sina. No Kukwe onyinye mmụọ Chukwu ji eme ọgụ. Nke na-enyere anyị aka ikwere nụ. Ga-adị ịtụ uche ọbụla n'ihe Chukwu egosila. That is all the back at church doctrine pụtara. To the extent they are obligated to believe even what they are not convinced about. That is called blind faith. Blind faith simple means ikwenye ihe adịrọ possible. Makiri ihe na onye nkuzi ụka gị gwara gị ka mmalụ gị. I remember those days when we are still blind n'ụka ọbịa. According to the doctrine and Catholic faith, we were told mana anyị na-eje nkuzi gbasara catechism gbasara ịnata oriri. A gwara anyị ga-ekwekwana for anything ka the host Reverend Father ji n'aka na-achị inye gị ka ọ daa n'ala na ọ daa n'ala ọbara eju everywhere ntị ọ dịkwa ama na some of you na-eso wee sa ụdị isi mgbe I can tell you with the fact without missing words that I have witnessed countless times while kneeling down before the altar rail those days, because those days I was so much committed as a Catholic then, because my mother's side, father's side, they're all Catholics. In fact, we have even Reverend now, my lineage, not even one. We have two. To show you how deep we were in global faith, I can tell you, those days I have witnessed with this my eyes countless times the Holy Communion fell on the floor. Yes, fell on that altar rail. And the father will bend down and pick it up again, and we did not see any blood. Hello. Some of those things are fairy tales, stories concocted to strengthen the faith. I use those ones to portray my point. There were some certain things here under faith that is very blind, is not scientifically proven, is that not factual, but people believe in them because novel an article of faith. You understand? There were so many things like man agwagi na a virgin nwanyi nwoke emetụrụ ya aka onwebere ihe ọbụla bara ya n'ahụ. That is, ihe si n'ahụ nwoke ababara ya n'ahụ na ọ dị ime mụọ Chukwu. All those things are my stories that are not factual because it cannot stand the test of times, but they're not real. So it's a lecture for another day. But what I can tell you, but who people believed. Yes, true Catholics believed. Even a professor, you see a professor of quantum physics, someone that studied metaphysics, somebody that studied as in a guru when they come to science proving arithmetics, he still believe because he's on that shackles of faith. That is what faith does. But I can tell you, I'm not here to tell you about faith-based those things. Are you getting me? I will tell you what faith is, but I will tell you that conviction is beyond faith. Conviction is beyond faith. Let me give you an example. There is this friend of mine. He is a Reverend Father. Do you know those days when Father Ede is still reigning? Yes. He told me this story himself. He is from Anambra State. I don't want to call the town name for a reason. He was going to LLA. So, and before he goes to LLA, he must pass his father's house because they are living along this Onitsha Owerri road. So he thought it wise to rush into his family house to at least to see his mother, say, "Mommy, hello." On this particular day, he rushed in and said, "Mommy, good morning. I'm going to LLA to partake in this those last Friday vigil and the other mass in LLA." After greeting his mother, when he was about to leave, his mother said, "My son, father, wait." He waited. And his mother ran inside the room, and before you know it, she came out with a white gallon of water. And he handed it over to his son, who happens to be my friend, and said, "Son, as you are going to LLA, let Father Ede bless this water." Hello? Yes. Let Father Ede bless this water. And he collected it, put it inside his boot, and zoomed off to LLA. When he reached LLA, you know, as they normally celebrate Mass, after celebrating Mass, when they're about to start celebrating Mass, they normally share work. Yes, that is how priesthood we normally do. You share work, you pray, you will start the mass, you will do the sermon, you will read the sermon. They share the duties of the mass among themselves. So to this particular my friend, Father Ede told him that he will be the one to bless all the waters there. So when it's time for to bless waters, pray, do the normal praying, and the people will start putting salt in those gallons. After doing all those things, he's the one that prayed and blessed the water. At the end of the day, he covered the mother water again and took it back. To cut the whole story short, as he's coming back from LLA, he went into his family compound again to say, "Mommy, I'm back." So he went to his booth and brought that water and gave it to Mommy, his mother, and said, "Mommy, do you know what happened today?" Well, the mommy said no. He said, "Do you know that as I went to LLA, when it was time to bless holy water, Father Ede called me to bless the water. And what it means that he, your son, is the one that blessed all the water that came to LLA this month." Do you know what the mother said? "My son, this water, did it touch the land of LLA?" He said, "Yes, my mommy." He said, "The water is already blessed." You see what is conviction? This is real conviction. He is convinced that once the water touch the ground, it doesn't matter what happened next, that is already blessed. Do you know what conviction is all about? Let me tell you another story of what conviction is all about. You heard the story of Shadrach and Abednego. You know the story. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. The story in the Bible. Remember, the king mandated them to eat pork meat, Eze-Ana, and they said, based on their own conviction and faith, that they are forbidden from eating pork meat, that they will never. Now, the king got angry and put them into a hole. These people said, even if our God did not save us from your hands, we will never shake our conviction, because our conviction is unshakable. What is the take-home lesson from this? Conviction. But you that is under the influence of my voice, you haven't even done anything. You haven't even done anything. You came back to your root. You were asked to feed Yachi. And after feeding Yachi, it seems like nothing changed. And they are already giving up. I can tell you, you are not convinced at all. And that is the reason why your prayers was never answered. What it takes for prayers to be answered. Your prayer is not answered because you don't know how to pray. You don't know how to ask. You don't know the basic ingredients. Let me tell you, for soup to be sweet, basic ingredients must be added. If not, what you just did is just arrant nonsense. So, total conviction and the consistency is the key, is one of the key to salvation. So you must learn how to be totally convinced, because if you are totally convinced, you will believe in what you believe in till death. And that, for the fact that you are totally convinced, that is exactly what will trigger consistency. Because it's what you are convinced, totally convinced. You already know that what you are doing is right. Example, if you are feeling hungry, you're already convinced that to quench your hunger, what you have to do is to eat. If you are thirsty, what you need to do is to take your water. You are convinced because you have seen it over and over times. Now, the problem to solution to your problem right now is because you lack conviction. And because he lack conviction, that is why a cold one asks you to do this, do that for your own betterment. You did it last night, you did it this morning, few days after, you already give it up. All go on a more way. I keep saying it that man is architect of his problems. Do you know the power of consistency? That even someone you are asking for help, sometimes as a human, and they tell say me and what they say me and more. When they can say, only ana me ha or the serious or the determined or mean the you prove it. It's not once you say something immediately you will be given. Sometimes if such a thing is given to you immediately, you might misuse it. But making a request, requesting again means that you are totally convinced that this thing, if opportunity is given to you, that you make it better. You remember the story in the book of Matthew, where a woman that needed help to be defended in court visited a legal luminary, then and pleaded with the man to help her in court. The legal luminary looked at the poor woman and said, "Woman, you cannot afford me. Going to court is not to defend people of your caliber." The woman said, "I'm a widow. You are the only one that will save me and recover my whatever that belongs to me." The man said, "No, leave my house." The next morning, this woman visited again. The next morning, visited again. The man kept turning her down. He kept coming. At a point, this man said, "No, this woman is so convinced in me, and I have seen that she have made up his mind that he must bless me. If not, I will never let you go." That is conviction in display. At a stage, the local luminary thought it wise that I will never raise until I solve this woman problem. That is how he eventually accepted to help this woman to recover what she have lost. Hello? But that is what conviction is all about. Because conviction must beget consistency. What you are not convinced, you can only do it once and twice. And let me tell you what happened. In the spiritual realm, more used to debate. Your ancestors they are looking at you. If I you go we hold you ebia. Ofun one mo ase. If I had a serious you. All what do call bia go so everybody if I front and back. Oh maka na ngwa here. This is ngwa here na go na wolf go the way to tie even na. Onye nke mmụọ nke ọzọ nna nna gị ha sị n'ọkwa eziokwu na ife anya adịghị rụtara ife anya adịghị eme ọjị sị gbakwa ife anya nkịtị na ọdọkwa serious ọ dịghị rụtakwa anyị n'ọkwa na ngwa ahịa ya eji and behold ihe a kwuru bụ eziokwu. By the time ife anyị bịa galavanti ya nobody attention is given to ife anyị will go away and begin to lament. What next? If I will be saying, are you saying me to come back to my roots? I did my china, I fed my Indian chair, and nothing happens. If I knew really, if I knew how to so, and exactly how they predicted it, that is how it is. Like me, I'm totally convinced in this Igbo spirituality to the core. You know why? When I came back to Igbo spirituality, even before I came back to Igbo spirituality, I did not know that my calling is responsible for reason why I attended and read so much spiritual books. Do you know that me, after becoming a member of almost 10 groups in Catholic Church, I was a member of Brock Rosary. I was a member of Region of Mary. I was a member of Purgatorial Society. I was a member of St. Jude Thaddeus. I was a member of St. Anthony of Padua. I was a member of Confraternity of the Most Holy Rosary. I was a member of Mariam Movement of Praise. I was a member of Daughters of Love. This group founded by former stigmatic Innocent in Owerri, Imo State. I was a member of Catholic Charismatic. I did my life in the Spirit seminar. I was a member of Bible Society. Yes, at least 10. I was not a member in all of them simultaneously. I will join this one after studying them from time to time. Sometimes I will pull and join another one. Sometimes I will be in 2 or 3 simultaneously. I did not know that what is pushing me that time is knowledge. At the stage, I joined the propagating committee, Marian TV Council. Those programs, we normally do it in All Hallows seminaries. Back then, I was interested in reading so many Catholic theological books. The Canon Law, Vatican I, Vatican II, Catechism of the Catholic Church, the council, the various councils, and why they convoke also many councils, and the life of the saints. My bookshelf that time is wow. Virtually everything in me, I have it. Do you know that at a point I joined Pentecostals? Hey, this is very hot. At a stage, me become a Pentecostal member. Yes, in Okaden. I don't need to call the name of that Pentecostal. So I went to study to so many spiritual set books. Like I told you before, I have read so many spiritual books. I have read so many. Yes. So I read LaSalle. I read Buddha. I read Mohammed. I read Heaven Opens. I read In the Light of the Truth. I read so many books. I even study about the way of the Spirit. I read so many spiritual books. I don't want to start mentioning all of them. After reading all these books, I grabbed the knowledge. Then, as so many, without knowing that those times I was permitted to be reading all these books is for me to get prepared, to fortify me the more. But till I came to Eze-Ana, I began to study Eze-Ana, and I found out that Eze-Ana is the compendium of the entire knowledge. That why I was allowed to run around is for me to have seen it all, and I can tell you without missing words that only Obona lose root here, the hair choir. I can tell you, if you are not connected to your roots, it may be because you hear the sin and go in your career. If you have a drop possible, Abraham be recognized, connect yourself back to your root. Do you know why I love Igbo spirituality the most? One, is the path my ancestors once followed. If you can now quote Jeremiah 6:16, he said, and I quote, if you come to any junction and you become confused on where to follow, as for the path of the ancient time, that path that your ancestors followed, that is the right way. So at a stage, I came to a junction and became more confused. And I asked one question, what is the way, which is the way that my ancestors followed? And the indicator pointed Eze-Ana for me. And I came back to Eze-Ana and I aligned with my forces and things became too clear to me. Igbo spirituality has the power of spoken words. Ike is one, I can tell you for a fact. Now, but Igbo spirituality has 2 parts. There is some solution that the power of spoken words can solve. And there is some problem that once you are there, what will solve the problem is the power and the key of practicality. There is some problems that the key of spoken words can open. Some people can say prayer is the master key. No, I can tell you, prayer is not the master key. Prayer is one of the keys. Are you following? There is so many keys for to open so many problems, to solve many problems. There are so many keys. There are some problems that what can solve it is patience. There are some problems that what will solve it is consistency. There is some problem that you have, what will solve it is conviction. There is some problem that what will solve it is practicality. There is some problem that the only thing that will solve it is making sacrifices. So keys is not one. Key that solve your own problem might not solve mine. There is even some problem that the only key that can solve it is what I'm telling you now. That motivation. Sometimes you need counseling. I know some people are really stressed up. You are already depressed. So what you need is the key of motivation, giving you hope. Yes. So it's only a specialist that will find out exactly the problem you are facing right now. What you need is motivation. Someone came to my place yesterday, a lady, and after interacting with her, I found out that the basic problem she has is because she is depressed and confused at the same time. So at this particular time, what she needed is motivational speech. What she needs is counseling. And that is exactly what I gave to her. And I know by that counseling I put her through, I have solved her problem 50%. Believe in me. So what you need in life is be convinced. And that's why after reading all these books, I now find out that Igbo spirituality is the key. Whatever Igbo spirituality in totality does not solve, it's very difficult. Because Igbo spirituality, I didn't Igbo do the yaji. I don't know if we solve it. I don't know if practicality we solve it. But in Christendom, they are using only one key, prayer. And that is why they told you that the prayer is the master key, and I disagree. What they were problem? Make it there, but it's and nothing happens. Because they are using the wrong key for the wrong against the wrong problem, or for the wrong problem. So what I'm telling you is that put the square key in the square hole and it shall be well with you. I'm rounding up. What you learn from today's lecture is, because that's why when I came to Eze-Ana, I have and I made up my mind that even if my problems are not solved, that I will never give up, that I will be the last man standing in Igbo spirituality, because I have seen that Igbo spirituality is the compendium of everything. Every key is here. Every key is here. There are some keys that what we need is appeasement and sacrifice. But other religion does not have it. I didn't know do need. I don't ga eji ike nkwubi okwu anyị kwubi okwu. Ọ bụrụ ga amụrụ kandụl anyị mụọrọ ha kandụl. Ọ bụrụ ga amụnye ihe amụnye ihe. Ọ bụrụ ga achụ aja achụ aja. You can see na anyị dị n'oru dị n'Igbo. So Igbo spirituality, ọ bụrụ ga na intro connected to your roots. You soro ụzọ ndị nna nna gị ha soro. Nwanne ihe na-emekwa gị o. Ị na-elose kwa something. Mana ime ekwenye tiri mgbe iresi igbo buru rala, that is ụtadị mmụọ. Iwe kwere na ọ na-eme. Eso m na onye na-arụ ụka karịa gị nwa na-ege m ntị. O nwere eso m na ndị a na-akpọ ole nga ọ dị n'akwụkwọ nsọ. Ịghọtara ya? E nwere the group of people, whatever you are telling yourself, can I have the position in the Bible? I'm one of them. Ịghọtara ya? I've won so many books. Onye amata ndị were lost some of the Bible position. Before now, mgbe m nọ n'ụka ọbịa, ana m ekwu otu Bible ihe adịrọ mma. Because ihe ọbụla m na-ekwu, ana m ekwu otu Bible. Ihe ọbụla m na-ekwu, ana m ekwu otu Bible. Those days, I remember morning crying. Every time mgbe ọ na-abụ nsị Ọnịcha na-eje Ọka, I must preach inside the bus. Na-agwa Ada, I must preach inside the bus. M preachicha, ejide m chaplet m n'aka. Hello. Mana what the enough, I don't have to do the chaplet on the road, Jerry. Yeri na eziokwu apụtago gị ihe. Oge nke a na-agwa gị, ana m agwa gị in 90s, early 2000. ị na-aga n'ụzọ ifu ndị na-ekpere osiri, ị nọ na moto ifu ndị na-ekpere osiri, mana ụmụ ihe niile anyị spreading n'okpuru ahụ. 21st century emeghere ihe na-agbara n'anwụ. So gịnị ka m na-ekwu na ya? Na-enyere gị ọrụ ihe alụ gị jee chụọ aja, imesịa ya ọ bụrụ na ị nwetara immediate result, don't give up. I can tell you na ụmụ mmụọ ji anya na-ene gị, ha ma na ihe iji bịa n'obi gị adịrị ya, ha ma na ihe iji abịa ahụ ka a solvere problem, ka ichigha aka ichigha azụ n'ụka ọbịa jee kụba aka dewe first testimony, ha ma na ihe iji bịa. I can tell you without missing words, ama m mmadụ one bịagoro ebe a with problems, sere ike Chukwu enyere ha aka chụọ aja ma appeasement, ndị na-achọ nwa kuru nwa, ndị ọnọdụ ha dị ana gbanwee. Actually, some of them na normally abụrụ na ihe ọma meele m eweta ebulu, ihe ọma meele m na-eweta efi. Ebulu na efi na-eweta ọkwọ nke ọ na-awa egbuka ndị mmadụ erisa wee mee saraka. Ịma ọ na-enwe saraka bụ the key. Ịma ọ na-enwe some problem, the only thing can solve the problem is saraka, you know. Emecha saraka nwa bụ ihe the person ga-emezi, o jezie n'ụlọ ụka ebe ọ na-worship, praise the Lord, werie ọsọ ụmụnne m na Chineke. Ụnụ mana I've been married for 15 years, mana anyị echekwere na Chineke, taa abụghị m onye ji nwa, praise the Lord. Pastor anara ya microphone, okwe ha nkwa na ọ ya ebutere ha evangelical bus. Ọgwa ọzọkwa ha na Eze-Ana jere chụọ aja na mmiri ma appeasement, mee etu obi wee dị, o wee dị ime, mmụọ na-agba ya ụgwọ ka a ya akpụ alụ. Ọgwa ọzọkwa ha uche bụ na ebu na o wetara Eze-Ana n'okwe o mezugo ihe o kwere mmụọ nkwa, nke bụ eziokwu na o mezuo na nkwa o kwere, mana ọ ga-ejezi ndị ụka eri utorie ntị ọ dịkwa. So ihe na-achọ ịkọwa mgbe ụfọdụ o nwere ihe kpatara na azara gị ekpere, nwere ike ịkpata na azara gị ekpere na ị na-agha aghụghọ, ichiri obi dị ọcha wee bịa. Mmụọ amalugo na emechala gị ije kene onye ọzọ, mmụọ wee kesị na onye a na-agha aghụghọ. O nwere ike ọ bụrụ mmụọ be nna gị, anyị kọchagoro ọfọ n'isi, mmụọ be nna gị eje dachie si na idizavụrụ ihe ọma imere gị maka na gịnị mere na ị marọ ha, ma ọ bụ na iji ọdụ obi dị ọcha wee bịa. So onye na-achọ ịkọwara gị bụ onye chi ịza akpa ya zaa akpa, onye chi ịza koro ya zaa koro. Ọnya ka m nwa na onwe m so na ndị believe na reformation. Yes, ekwenyere m na mgbagwa. Ọnya ka anyị ji wee na-ekwu okwu na-akọ ọlụfọ ndị mmadụ ịbịa n'ụka ọdịnala. Ụka ọdịnala abụ ebe ọ ga-abụ after ka alụchala ọlụ ekwuru n'ụkwụ gị na-abụ ibilong sie to ụka ọdịnala ebe ị ga na-arụ ọbụ mines every Sunday, maka na iron sharpened iron. Mana n'uto na-enwero a stopping point where you can be rubbing mind on every Sunday. Arụsịkwara gị ọlụ, inye ekene, you go back to your ụka jekwanye testimony. Who is deceiving who? So that is why I propagate for ụka ọdịnala, so that after doing your spiritual work, you will be na-anọkwa na-rub mind with brethren, so that he will continually kwụrụ n'ọkụ. Ka m kwụsị ebe a. So ihe m na-ekwu na ya bụ ọ dị very important na ikwenye n'ihe kwenye sie ike. Mgbe ụfọdụ nwere ike mmụọ aghụghọ iji wee bịa ka ịnara ọrụ, ịnaracha ọrụ ichiri ebe iso, nwere ike ịbụrụ isi wanyị ihe na ya emere ọrụ ya. Ka m kwụsị ebe a. Inwe ajụjụ na nkụzi a ma ọ bụ na ịchọ ka agbalụ gị afa miri emi, chat ya m na WhatsApp, chat ya m na WhatsApp, ma ọ bụ sendere message na nọmba m, WhatsApp nọmba ihe na-afụ na screen 08057837672. I repeat 08057837672. See you tomorrow n'oge awa nke eziokwu. Ọ bụrụ na ọnwa egburu ọjọọ eji wee chụ aja, emechaa na ọ ya epu ome ka emesịa.